All right, so I was just about to fill up the water tank here at the dock and marina in Turks and Caicos, and I thought I'd test the water first.
This week, we needed to fill the water tank. That turned into testing sketchy marina water, discovering our dinghy was literally filling with water, yet somehow we managed to walk Half Moon Bay, snorkel Smith's Reef, and maybe saving a few drunk locals from floating away, because that's just how we roll. If we haven't met before, I'm Jen, and this is Dave. We're a Colorado couple who traded snow boots for scuba fins and now live aboard our Nordhavn 55. So welcome, and don't forget to hit that like button and smash subscribe so you can follow right along our journey.
So we've got a TDS little doohickey here, and so this 123 parts per million, that's from mostly the Watermaker on board, and that's generally what we get. I can set that. You'll see here there's like a little chart on the back, and anything below, I think the FDA says below 500 is safe to drink, but we got 123 out the reverse-osmosis Watermaker. Let's go see what it's on the dock coming out of the dock water, and then also after I filter it, let's see what we get. All right, so I test the water coming right out of the spigot here at the marina, and this is a really nice marina. This is probably the nicest facilities we've stayed at. Fantastic place. And so the water test coming out of the spigot at the dock is 276. So within the FDA limits, but that's a little bit higher. I like our 123 on the boat. All right, so after we filter the water through our little 3 filters with a clear source and start pumping it in, it tested about 168. So it brings it down. Gotta use a filter coming off the dock. So 277 coming out of the spigot, 168 coming after I filter it a little bit, but still if I make our own out at sea, we get it down to 120, and that's much better. The Blue Haven Marina has metered electricity off the dock, 75 cents per kilowatt hour. So most people don't realize how much power they use. And so with the Servo GX, I actually got to go back and look and see what we did. When we were in Fort Lauderdale behind a local residence back there, he plugged us in. And so for a week there in Florida, where it was very hot and very muggy, and there wasn't a lot of airflow back there, and the canal had some bugs and no-see-ums, so we sort of kept it locked up. But we just pretended like electricity was free, and we just ran everything. That meant going through about 110 kilowatt hours per day for this boat. So that's running 3 air conditioning zones. We kept the VIP area closed off and just ran it like, you know, like a house. Just turned it on, and we weren't wearing sweaters in the house, but we weren't uncomfortable either. So this boat will go through about 110 kilowatts. If we did that here in Provo, that would cost us about $80, $90, $100 a day in electricity. So we're not doing that. But we're doing a little combination. So just because I'm a little nuts, I thought I'd try to play around with it a little bit. We are bow into our slip, and we have shore power connections both on the aft and the forward bow of the boat. We also have air conditioning shore power inlets. We can actually plug in shore power, and it would just power up this panel here, which is just nothing but air conditioning. So that's our HVAC. And so that's what we're doing right now. So I've got the shore power connected just to the air conditioning. Jen's down in the salon. She just made breakfast and had the oven running, so it got a little warm down there. And the sun's low and busting through the windows.
There's a rainbow, but it's raining. Go figure, a rainbow when it's raining.
Taking videos while I'm trying to get out of the store.
Our camera is waterproof. Hey, sun's out, it's raining. Beautiful rainbow.
And why are we out here, Jen?
Because our boat is gonna sink.
Not exactly. Clickbait.
Yes.
Our dinghy, the bilge pump busted, both automatic and manual, and so I needed a new bilge pump. This is a brand new boat. I don't know what happened. Either it just burned out or something. But anyway, bilge pumps. Now that's something we should definitely have in our spares, and we don't. I have a lot of other pumps, but not a bilge pump for a dinghy.
Right.
And so here we are in Turks and Caicos, online at Amazon. The one I really want is about 25 bucks. The one we got on Amazon is 50 bucks. We just checked it.
Guess. Any
And-
guesses on how much?
And here in the Turks and Caicos,
Before we show you.
that's right,
Ready?
$248.15 plus their 11% VAT. So, yep. But
Look at there's a rainbow.
when your boat's sinking, like Jen said, you gotta have
You
it.
gotta have it. Whoa! That's so pretty. Rainbow. If we turn the battery off, will the bilge pump still work?
Yes. So the bilge pumps, all bilge pumps, are safety features. So they're hardwired to the battery. So they draw very little amperage, but they're hardwired to the battery, so they're basically always on.
Okay.
And so you have 3 wires. So you have a positive and negative, and then you have another one for a manual switch. You can either turn it on manually, in which case, you know, you need to have power,
Right.
or it'll just automatically turn on when the float. It's a simple little float.
Yeah.
It floats up. It makes little connectors touch, and
So this has a float attached. It has a float in it,
yes.
in the actual bilge pump. Okay.
Yeah, they're the most simple, basic thing in the world.
Yeah,
They're not
sure.
$250 worth
No, I just don't know much about them.
of difficulty.
I mean, I know they pump water and they have a float. Gets to a certain
Well,
level, and that's all I know.
That's it. In the year I asked to get the boat washed. The one day,
Yeah.
not 2 days ago, not
No.
tomorrow, today, they wash it, and within minutes, it starts raining.
That's usually my luck.
I wonder if we get like one of those guarantees like they do at the car wash, where if it rains, we can bring it back
Bring
and
it
they'll wash
back.
it. They'll wash it again for free.
I doubt it.
And
I
the
left
only-
all the doors open. Of course,
And the-
we leave for 5 minutes, and I leave all the doors open, and it's.
The only reason I had it cleaned was because I wanted it waxed, and they wanted to clean it before they waxed it. And
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
The rain out here can't be that dirty. It's not like in the States where you're getting all the dirt from the air. Let's see if my floors got flipping wet from the rain. Oh, yeah. So what happens when this teak, you can kind of, well, you can see those speckles on the water, but if I leave that sit, whatever varnish they put on there turns like a weird gray white. It gets so weird.
This is a joker valve, because you got to be a joker. So it goes in there, and then water can go that way, but it can't come back this way.
Yeah.
So that way you don't accidentally bring water into the boat. We have the exact same thing all over in our toilets and in a lot of the plumbing in the boat.
Cool.
So it's only one way for the water to flow.
Oh.
Joker valves.
Do I want to do it right, or do I want to do it half-assed and just get it somewhat done?
Always do it right. So where's our current pump? That floating thing?
Yep. So this is the pump. You see the white pump. It
Yeah.
snaps on down there. Wires come up here. We're just going to replace that one.
4 inches? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter. 4 inches.
Holy shoots. That's a bilge pump.
Hooray!
You see it shoot out? Sounded like you were peeing
Look at
off the
that.
back of the boat.
Look at that's not.
That's not normal. That's crazy. We had a lot of water in the dinghy.
Fixed bilge pump.
Oh my gosh. How many gallons is in there? Holy
Don't look
cow.
at my work.
Don't look at it?
No, my fine dexterity skills are that of a 4-year-old wearing mittens. I just,
I attest to that. I agree. It is. It's pretty bad, but hey, you get stuff done.
I do.
Yeah.
I can MacGyver some stuff
Yes,
together.
yes.
This is not pretty. This is not full time.
Well, that's all right.
This is going to get us through.
Okay.
And then I'll get the right pump and the right hoses and actually heat shrinks in flex places and do it right. But
Okay.
today,
It
I
is
got all
what
the
it
water
is.
out.
Okay.
So you know how you try to make shortcuts and save time,
Yeah.
and then it makes it longer. So I did all this with all the water in the boat. I should have gotten the wet vac, vacuumed it all out, but instead I've got a wet environment to work on.
But we're watching this boat dock. It's a half-day charter. This poor captain is trying to drive from the top, and these people, the storms, the winds picked up. I mean, it looks pretty right now, but it's that yacht. Anyways, they got music bumping.
Everyone's screaming, dancing, like within inches of the captain who's trying to put it on the dock.
Yeah, and he has no headphones on, like, so he can't hear. Everybody's like, bump forward, bump forward.
And all the people, all the guests in the back, like, bump forward, bump it forward, bump in reverse.
This poor guy.
And there he is, now he's walking off.
He's probably off. He's like, screw this, I'm out of here. Nice job, Cap.
Good job, Cap.
Bright and early, we headed over to Grace Bay to snorkel Smith's Reef.
They have the yellow quarantine flag, so they're not checked in yet. That is a huge sailboat right outside our marina. We're just coming into the marina right now, so there it is.
The sunrise is beautiful. I'm not sure if you can see the streaks in the sky, but
We hit the water and headed towards Half Moon Bay to take a walk.
we just threw an anchor on this beautiful private beach. We're gonna swim ashore. Walk this beautiful beach. Hope our boat's here when we get back. We're having a little map problem, so Dave has to keep resetting our card, our little SD card for our new maps that we got from Navionics. They won't stay loaded on the boat. Look what I did. I swam out and got our beverages off the boat. Our princess here played with his toys.
I gotta give you good footage. Hey Jen, what you doing?
Walking on a beautiful beach.
Where you at?
Turks Caicos. We are on Provo.
Who you with?
My boyfriend.
Woo! Does your husband know?
No, I left my ring at home.
Uh-oh.
Alright, this is the entrance to our marina. Check this out. You got paddleboarders, jet skiers, sailboats, cruisers. It's nuts. Okay, it doesn't look that crazy, but when you're sitting here at night, it's crazy. Nobody does the no wake zone. Nobody.
We had to start out another day on the beautiful water to try to look for some snorkeling spots.
What you doing there, Dave?
Helping out the truck load ran out of gas because they put in $2 this morning and it just didn't make it that far.
It's like 9 a.m. and they're all drunk already on this boat. Giving them all to the marina before we go snorkel. We're gonna go pick up a ball over there and see what we can find.
Yeah. Yeah. Gotta go do some more favors now. Oh shit!
Oh no!
He lost his arm.
Bye guys.
Let the record show at 10:30 these guys are hammered.
Yeah. Gotta get some snorkeling. The rest of our snorkeling in today before the rain comes in.
Beautiful Turks and Caicos.
I think it's raining a little bit.
We got caught.
We did. We got caught.
Ow, you go faster.
No, it's right there. We're almost done.
Look at the waves in here. That's nuts. We made it back just in time. Crazy how fast the weather can change in an hour on the water.
And that's a wrap. If you're still here, thank you so much for hanging out with us. If you enjoyed this episode, hit like, smash subscribe, and drop us a comment. We love hearing from you. See you next time.